Optimal Health Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, presenting you with the exercise of the day. Today's exercise is the hip airplane. This is a great hip stability and mobility exercise. It's kind of an all-in-one exercise, and it is very challenging. You can do this exercise outside or inside. I recommend starting on more of a stable surface, so more of like a flat surface like hardwood floors. And I would recommend when you first get started having something to hold on to, whether it's a dowel like what I'm holding, or a countertop, or something that just won't move. What you're gonna do is get yourself into a single leg stance. So you're gonna have a slight bend in our hips though. So single leg stance on my left leg right now, slight bend in the hips, trying to keep my shoulders and hips all in this nice straight line. And then what you're gonna do is start motion from my left hip, and we're gonna rotate up towards the wall. And then we're gonna rotate back down and in. So all the motion is coming from my left hip, but then my core is allowing the rest of my body to stay in one plank position. So we don't want that to move. We want our shoulders and hips to move together as one unit. Then I'm going to switch sides. When I switch sides, I'm going to drop the dowel. So to make it more challenging, you can let go of the surface that you're using before, and you can get into that same starting position. And then, like I said, rotate now from my right hip, keeping my shoulders and hips moving together as one unit. I'd rather you focus in on doing a controlled movement. So if that means that you have to make smaller movements, then go ahead and do that. So if you only are able to control from here to here, start there. Don't try to get all the way up here and then fall over. So we really want to focus in on controlled movements through that stance leg. Your hand placement can all depend upon whatever you feel most comfortable with. So whether you're holding onto the dowel, whether you want them on your hips, or if you want them out to the side like we do look like an airplane. And then you also want to focus in on your single leg stance. So we want to make sure that that knee doesn't collapse in like we had worked on with previous exercises before. So we really want to focus on keeping that knee outside of our second toe. Perfect. I'm going to demonstrate one more time from the side. So you're going to open up and close back down. Perfect. And we can do anywhere between 10 and 20 repetitions on each side, but really taking your time with each movement. Slow and controlled is the best way to go with this exercise. And you can do this 2 to 3 times a week. Doesn't have to be done every day. Good, and one more time. I find it easier when you stare at one non-moving surface in front of you. So try to have it where your eyes stay focused on a non-moving object. Good. And that's the hip airplane.